Hey everybody, thought I would do a little APBA baseball. I haven't done a game of APBA in a while. This is the 1941 American League season that I'm starting. Just playing Boston and New York and letting the computer do the rest. So I'm putting these games into Replay Baseball's computer game to have them simulate the rest, and then also direct entry to have the games I do play scored for me. This is the home opener. Actually, it's the opening game for Boston. Washington's already played one, but for whatever reason, Ted Williams didn't play in this game, so he is not in the lineup. For Boston, it is Blackjack Wilson. He is a D-grade pitcher with a YW. And Sid Hudson for the Senators, he's a B-grade pitcher with a Y. And both teams are fielding column 2. So we're ready to go. George Case, start things off. It's a 14. Case of 14 is a 30. 30 on fielding column 2 is a fly to left. So we're underway, and I'll put that in the computer as a fly to left. Replay Baseball is the best computer direct entry, easiest interface, highly recommended. Here's Doc Creamer. 56 is a 34. 34 is a pop out to short unless the pitcher has a Y, which Wilson does. So that means it is a strikeout. So 2 down for Ben Chapman. It's a 66 for Chapman, which is a 0. So we're going to column 2. And that's a 12. And that's a 6. So a 6 against a D-grade pitcher is a double. So that is a 2-out double for Ben Chapman. Brings up Buddy Lewis. It's a 54. 54 is a 32. And with a runner on second, a 32 against a fielding 2 defense is a fly out to right field. Fast runner will go to third, but that was the 3rd out, so it's simply a fly to right. And the inning is over. So nothing doing for the Senators in the first. Now the Red Sox coming to the plate. It'll be Dom DiMaggio. That's a 23. 23 is a 29. 29 is a ground out to the pitcher, unless the pitcher has an X, which he does not. So it's simply a 1-3 put out for 1 away. Rings up. Number 2 hitter Lou Finney, first baseman. 62, that is a 32. 32 is a fly to right. Out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Pete Fox. Not to be confused with Jimmy Fox. Pete Fox only has 1 X. 66, it's a 0, so we're going to second column. It's a 64. That's a 6 against a D-grade pitcher. We know that's a double. So a 2-out double by Pete Fox. Now that brings up Jimmy Fox, double X. It's a 33. 33 is a 6. And against a B-grade pitcher, the 6 is a double. It's an RBI double. And the Red Sox 2-out rally gets the first run on the board. They lead it 1-0. Here's Joe Cronin. 64 for Cronin is a 14. And a 14 with a runner on second is a base on balls. So that's a walk. And that'll put 2 on with 2 outs for Bobby Doerr, second baseman. That is a 51. And a 51 for Bobby Doerr is a 9. 9 against a B-grade pitcher. Single, beats out, infield hit, loads the bases. So a single for Bobby Doerr loads the bases for Rawhide Tabor, James Rawhide Tabor. And that's a 12, which is a 25. So with the bases loaded, fielding column 2, a 25 is double play, runner out at home. Well, they don't have to worry about that because that's the 3rd out. It was a ground ball to the pitcher, so it's just going to be a was called a 1-3 ground out because it's the third out. Inning is over. Red Sox lead it 1-0. And we go to the second. Back to our bases empty. And it'll be Cecil Travis, the shortstop for the Senators. Hopefully I won't call them Nationals. That is a 13. 13 is a 14, and a 14 is a walk unless the pitcher has 2 Z's, which he does not. So that's a leadoff walk for Cecil Travis. 32 for Buddy Meyer is a 26. So fielding column 2, runner on first. 26 is a fielder's choice, second to short. So that's going to be one away on a 4-6 fielder's choice. Bring up George Archie. That is a 66 for Archie. It's a 0. Column 2, it's an 11. That is a home run for George Archie. So George Archie, a 2-run homer. And the Senators just grabbed a 2-1 lead against Blackjack Wilson. Brings up the catcher, Rick Farrell. It's a 36 for Farrell. It's a 33. Back to bases empty. 33 is going to be a pop out to second unless the pitcher has a Y, which Wilson does. That means it's a strikeout. So it's out number 2, and now we've got the pitcher, Sid Hudson, batting. That is a 13 for Sid, and a 13 is a 13. That's a strikeout to end the top of the second. Go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-1 Senators, and we've got Frankie Pitlack, catcher, leading off for the Red Sox. 53 is a 19. 19 is an error on the third baseman, so we got an E5 on Buddy Lewis. And Pitlack is aboard. Now we got the pitcher, Jack Wilson, up. He's going to bunt. So we'll go to our sacrifice bunt chart. That is a 25. And a 25 is a 23. So 23 on the sacrifice bunt is a double play pop-up. So how about that? It's a double play. And it's going to go pitcher to first. So we're going to call this a pop-up to the pitcher for a double play. So I got to put this in differently than the normal one. Pop out to the pitcher. Pitcher goes to first to get the runner out. If I can get this all put in there correctly. Looks like we did. So there's 2 outs, nobody on for Dominic DiMaggio, or Dom DiMaggio. 13's a 14, that's a walk. So a 2-out walk for DiMaggio. Brings up Lou Finney. Lou Finney is a 56. 56 is a 34. And with a runner on first, a 34 against a fielding 2. Is another strikeout because of the Y that Sid Hudson has. So that's a strikeout to end the inning. So 2 innings in the books. It is Senators 2, Red Sox 1. Top of the order in George Case. It's a 62 for Case. That's a 32. And bases empty. 32 fielding column 2 is a fly to right, 1 away. That will bring up Doc Creamer. Doc Creamer of 43. 43 is a 29. 29 is a ground ball to the pitcher for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for Ben Chapman. 25. 25 is a 9. 9 against a D-grade pitcher is a single. So 2-out single. Brings up Buddy Lewis. That is a 26. That's a 27. Fielding column 2. 27 is a fielder's choice, but that's the 3rd out of the inning. He goes 5-4. And the inning is over. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd, still 2-1. And it'll be both foxes coming up. First up is Pete Fox. 62. 62 is a 13. And we know 13s are a strikeout. So he's down on strikes. And now that brings up Jimmy Fox. That's at 42. 42 is a 14. We know that's a walk. So we had a strikeout, now a walk. And that's going to bring up Joe Cronin. 41 for Cronin is a 24. 24 is a double play. 6-4-3, that's going to end the inning. So Joe Cronin grounds into the 6-4-3 twin killing. Go to the fourth, it is still 2-1 in favor of the Senators. And Cecil Travis starts the top of the fourth, 52. 52 is a 27. 27 is going to be a ground ball to third to make the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Chief Meyer, or Charles Meyer, I should say, Buddy Meyer. 36. 36 is a 33. 33 is going to be a strikeout with that Y as a quality. So that is a strikeout. 2 up, 2 down for George Archie. 22. 22 is a 7 against a D-grade pitcher. And that's going to be a single. So 2-out single. Brings up the catcher, Rick Farrell. 24. It's a 13. That's a strikeout to end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. Still 2-1. Here's Bobby Dorr. 63 is a 31. 31 is a fly to center. That's one away. That'll bring up Jim Tabor, Mr. Rawhide. 51. 51 is a 9 against a B-grade pitcher, and that's a single over the shortstop. So it's a base hit. Put the runner on for Frankie Pitlock, the catcher. Pitlock at 12. 12 is a 25. 25 is a double play again. 4-6-3 this time. So yet another double play hit into by the Red Sox, and the inning's over. So we go to the fifth. Still 2-1 in favor of the Senators, and Sid Hudson, the batter, pitcher. And Sid Hudson gets a 12, which is a 25. And a 25 is going to be a ground ball to second for one away. Back to the top of the order in George Case. 34. 34 is a 31. 31 is a fly to center. 2 down. That brings up Doc Kramer. 54 is a 32. 32 is a fly to right, and that's the end of the fifth. Go to the bottom of the fifth. Pitcher, Blackjack Wilson's up to 12, and Blackjack, it's 25, which is going to be a ground ball to second, one away. Brings up Dom DiMaggio, top of the order, 51. 51 is a 9 against a B-grade pitcher, and that's a base hit. So Dom DiMaggio, 1-out single. Brings up Lou Finney. It's a 66 for Finney. That's a 0, so we're going to column 2. That's a 51. 51 is a 2 against a B-grade pitcher. That's a triple to left center field, and we got a tie ball game. So Lou Finney just triples to tie the ball game. Only 1 out. Here comes Pete Fox. 25. 25 is an 8. An 8 against a B-grade pitcher is a fly out to center, and there's no provision for the run scoring, so it's just going to be a fly to center. Let me check that though, make sure there's a man on third. Hold on, let me get to my man on third results, because that could be a sac fly before I jump the gun. It does say fly out runner score. My bad. It's a fly out to right, actually. So it's going to be a sac fly to right field. And that will put the Red Sox ahead 3-2. That's what I get for jumping the gun. Didn't move my book over to runner on third. It was on bases empty. That's why I didn't think it was originally a sac fly. Here's Jimmy Fox. 15 is an 8 against a B grade pitcher. That's a fly to center to end the inning. So the Red Sox pick up 2. When we go to the 6th, it's 2-1. I'm sorry, it is 3-2 Red Sox. Ben Chapman starts the 6th. 44. It's an 8 against a D grade pitcher. That's a leadoff single. Leadoff single for Ben Chapman. Brings up Buddy Lewis. 21. 21's a 12. And a 12, fielding column 2, is a double play unless the pitcher has a W, which Wilson does. He does have that W, so therefore it's a walk. So it would have been a double play, turns into a walk. That brings up Cecil Travis. 46 is a 30. So we'll go to runners at first and second. And look up the 30 result. Fielding column 2 is a fly to left. And that's going to be out number 1. That'll take us to Buddy Meyer. 35. 35 is a 14. 14 is going to be a walk. So that'll load the bases for George Archie. That's a 64. 64 is a 13. That's a strikeout no matter what the base situation is. Bases loaded or not, a 13 is a strikeout. So that's 2 outs. Now we're down to Rick Farrell, the catcher. 31. 31 is a 14. And that's going to be a walk that's going to bring in a run. And it's going to tie the game at 3. Brings up the pitcher Hudson, and they're going to pinch hit for Hudson. So they will go to their bench and see who they're going to get as a pinch hitter. They're going to get Mickey Vernon. So let's get the Mickey Vernon card out. Some way or another, it's in this stack. Find Mickey Vernon. There he is, Mickey Vernon. And then we'll get a new Senators pitcher in the next inning. But right now, Mickey Vernon is going to pinch hit, bases loaded, tie game against Wilson. 51 for Vernon. 51 is an 8. 8 against a D grade pitcher. He is a single through short. Runners advance 2 bases, slow on first, out at third. So the runner on first is Farrell. And Farrell, if we look at his card, Farrell is a slow runner, so he's out at third. But two runs are going to score on that single, so now I've got to put this in as a detailed result. It's a single, and the putout went left field to third base. So the runner on third will score, the runner on second will score, the runner on first is going to be out at third. And that's going to end the inning. All right, we'll be right back with the new Senators pitcher. All right, new Senators pitcher is Red Anderson. He's a D grade pitcher. Check that, he's in relief, so he's actually a C grade pitcher. Joe Cronin will lead things off. Is a 26. 26 is a 24. We'll go back to bases empty. 24. Fielding column 2 is a ground out to short. 1 away. So 1 down for Bobby Doerr. And the Red Sox bullpen is active. It is 65, which is a 35. And it's a ground out to first, unassisted, for 2 away. And that'll bring up Jim Tabor. Tabor the batter. 45 is a 14. That's going to be a walk. So a 2-out walk brings up Freddie Pitlack. So 13, that's a 14. That's another walk. So 2 on, 2 outs. It's 2 walks back to back. And now the pitcher spot is up. Mr. Wilson, but he will not hit. They're going to bring in Ted Williams to pinch hit. Good a spot as any to bring him in. So, Ted Williams is going to pinch hit here. A big spot. 2 on, 2 out. 23 is a 40. And a 40 is an error on the second baseman. It's going to load the bases. So that's an E4. Loads the bases. So bases loaded, 2 outs for Dom DiMaggio. Senators lead 5-3, but that's in jeopardy. 64 is a 14. That's another walk. So walks prevail, and he walks in a run. Makes it 5-4. Now here's Lou Finney. Base is still loaded in 2 outs. Finney of 46 is a 29. 29 is a fielder's choice to end the inning. Ground ball back to the pitcher. It's going to end the inning. So it's a 5-4 ball game. Be right back with the new the new Boston pitcher. All right, new Boston pitcher is Mike Ryba. He is in. He is a C grade pitcher. He'll be facing George Case to start the 7th. 5-4 Senators lead. It's a 16. It's a 28. Back to our bases empty at 28. Fielding column 2. And that's going to be the ground ball to short. 1 away. Brings up Doc Kramer. Oh, that's an 11. That's a 0. So, of course, we go to the second column. 43. That's a 6 against a C grade pitcher. And that's a double. So, a 1-out double. Brings up Ben Chapman. That is a 56, which is a 34. So I've got a runner on second. 34. Fielding column 2 is a pop out to second. For out number 2. Now it's Buddy Lewis. 44. He's going to get a. Looks like he's going to get that. That's an 8. C grade pitcher at an 8 is a single over second. Runner scores. Slow out at home. Well, the runner on second, Kramer, is not slow, so he will score. So it's a RBI single. Makes it 6-4 Senators. As Buddy Lewis delivers. Here's Cecil Travis. 21. 21 is a 12 with a runner at first. A 12 would be a double play, but there's already 3 outs, so it's just going to be a 6-4 fielder's choice to end the inning. All right, we go to the bottom of the 7th. 6-4 Senators. Fox and Fox do up against Anderson. Ooh, a 66 is a 0, so we've got the second column. As a 34. 34 is a 7. C grade pitcher and a 7 with the bases empty is a single. So leadoff single. Brings a tying run to the plate and Jimmy Fox. It's a 12. It's a 25. 25 is, unfortunately for them, a double play, 4-6-3. So that's the 3rd double play Boston's hit into. Killed some rallies. Here's Joe Cronin with 2 outs and the bases empty. 61 is a 24. 24. Fielding column 2. 24 is a ground ball to short to end the inning. So we go to the 8th. Still 6-4 Senators. And Buddy Meyer leads off. It's a 25. That's a 9 against a C grade pitcher. And it's a pop fly to 3rd. So 1 away. Brings up George Archie. That's a 16, and that's a 28. 28 is a ground ball to short. 2 down for Rick Farrell. That is a 54. 54 is a 32, and a 32 is a fly to right to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still 6-4 Senators. And Bobby Dorr is a 64. 64 is a 13. That's a strikeout. Took Dorr out on strikes. Brings up Jim Tabor. 22 for Tabor is a 7 against a C-grade pitcher, and that's a single. Now that brings up Frankie Pitlack. 64 is a 13. That's a strikeout. So 2 away after that strikeout. And now we'll get a pinch hitter coming up for Ryba, as he is scheduled, but he will not bat. And they're going to go to their bench. Already used Ted Williams. So now they're going to go to Johnny Peacock. So Johnny Peacock is in to pinch hit for Boston. That is a 13. 13 is a 14, and that's going to be a walk. So Peacock draws the walk, puts runners at first and second with 2 outs for Dom DiMaggio. 42 is a 14. That's going to be another walk to load the bases. So now the bases are loaded. And Anderson may be in trouble. So they're going to stick with him. And go to Lou Finney. 23 is a 26. 26. Fielding grade 2. Batter safe at first, fielder's choice out at second. So it's a 4-6 fielder's choice, and that's going to end the inning and get the Senators out of a big mess. All right, now we need a new pitcher for the Red Sox here in the 9th. And we also need a pinch hitter for Anderson from the Senators. So I'll be right back with those changes. All right, ready to start the top of the 9th. Earl Johnson, Lefty Johnson, is the new pitcher for Boston. He's a C-grade pitcher. And the pinch hitter is Jimmy Bloodworth for the Senators. 31 is a 14. And guess what 14 is, fans? That is another walk. So the walk puts the leadoff batter on first, Bloodworth, so he reaches. And that'll bring up George Case in the top of the order against Johnson. 66, that's not good news if you're Boston. That's a 0, so we're going to the second column. And that's a 54. That's an 11. So George Case, an 11 against a C-grade pitcher, is a single. Runner to third, and batter steals second. So how about that? So we got a walk. We have a single with the runner going to third, and then we have Case stealing second. So now runners are at second and third with nobody out. And Doc Kramer, batter. Senators looking to go 2-0. They beat the Yankees in the opening game. 62. So 29. So 29. It's the B grade fielding column 2, rather. 29 is an out at first. Runners hold. So ground ball back to the pitcher. The runners had to hold. So let's put this in play. Ground ball, pitcher to first. Everybody had to hold. Brings up Ben Chapman. 32. 32 is a 26. 26 with the infield back is, let's see here. Out at first, runners advance. If the infielders were in, now the infield would be in because the second, third, only 1 out. So the infield was in, so it's a fielder's choice out at home. Runners safe at first. So we got a 4. Let's see, your batter in a rundown. So it's going to be 4 to 2 to 5 for the putout. Kind of an unusual play there, huh? All right, so we're going to ground out, and it's going to go 4 to 2 to 5. Runner on third base is out at home. Batter is safe. Runner on second goes to third safely. And that's Keep the score 6-4. Now runners are at the corners. Or does he get held in a rundown long enough to get to third? Yeah, batter goes to second on a rundown, so Chapman actually will end up at second base. So second and third, 2 outs for Buddy Lewis. 65 is a 35. And 35 is a base on ball since he has a W, so that's going to load the bases. Bases are now loaded for Cecil Travis. 52 for Travis is a 27. Bases loaded. 27 is a ground out. Third to first in the inning. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. Be right back with the new Senators pitcher. Okay, new pitcher for the Senators is Alejandro Alex Carrasquel. He will be on to try to get the save. Trying to protect a 6-4 lead here in the ninth. And he'll be doing it against the Foxes. First up is Pete Fox. That's a 35. Pete Fox, a 35, is a 9 against a B grade pitcher. And that's a pop fly. I'm sorry, it's a single over short because it's a B grade pitcher. So that's going to be a single. So 1 on. Nobody out for Jimmy Fox. It's a 42 for Jimmy Fox. 42 is a 14, and we know that's a walk. So now 2 on, nobody out, as the Foxes are on the bases. And Joe Cronin, the batter, with the Foxes on the bases and nobody out. And Carrasquel in trouble. It's a 32 for Cronin. 32 is a 26. 26, fielding column 2. Infield fly rule, pop out to second. 1 away. For Bobby Doerr. 42. 42 is a 13. We know that's a strikeout. So Red Sox down to their last out. And it will be Jim Tabor. There's a 53 for Tabor. 53 is a 20. And a 20 is an error on the second baseman. That's going to load the bases. E4 is going to load the bases for Frankie Pitlack. So Pitlack is up, catcher, with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the ninth, down 6-4. This is it right here. 64, 13. Pitlack strikes out, and the ball game is over. So how do you like that, folks? Pitlack down on strikes. I'm going to bring in the computer screen now for the box score. Hopefully this shows up on camera okay. We'll find out. Take it off the stand here. There we go. So the final score, 6-4 Washington. And winning pitcher was Sid Hudson. Carrasquel gets the save, and Mr. Wilson takes the loss. So 3 errors on Washington, but it didn't hurt them as they got out of some trouble. The Senators now 2-0, and the Red Sox 0-1. So let's move this out of the way. So that's APBA baseball. Hope you enjoyed that particular broadcast of the 1941 Boston Red Sox home opener or season opener. And like I said, I'm playing just the Red Sox and the Yankees, nobody else, just those two, and the computer's playing everything else. So got the shaker in hand and got a game in. Like I said, APBA's not my ultimate favorite, but I do like to play it once in a while just to be different. So there you have it. So long from here. Final score, Washington 6, Boston 4. Take care and enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it. And I will see you all down the road.